I don't really come on here very often and talk about what else Grady and I are working on. If you're a casual viewer, you probably just think of me as the mini guy, but we do a good bit of TTRPG writing too. And this project just makes me so happy that I wanted to come on here and share it with you. Grady and I are on the writing team for the upcoming Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG. If you're one of the few who doesn't yet know about Dungeon Crawler Carl, let me bring you into the cult. Dungeon Crawler Carl is a lit RPG book series by Matt Dinneman about a man and his pet cat Donut who are brought into a real-life gaming dungeon when aliens invade and take over the planet. They suddenly have skill levels and stats, and they can choose classes and cast spells, and everything that you're used to in a Dungeons & Dragons game. It is a fantastic series that appeals to folks beyond its genre limits. One of my best friends from high school, Amanda, is a doctor and medical illustrator who mostly just reads romantasy books. And she read all 7 of these books in about a week when I told her about them. And actually, she didn't read them, she listened to them, because Dungeon Crawler Carl is also one of the highest rated audiobook series of all time. Over on Audible, it's sitting at a 4.9 rating with 50,000 reviews. Dungeon Crawler Carl is a massive hit these days. Not only is it a book and an audiobook series with its 8th book launching in May, but it's also a webtoon, and they're making a comic book series. And it's been optioned by Seth MacFarlane, whom you probably know from Family Guy and from one of my favorites, The Orville, to be turned into a live-action TV show this year. And it's also being turned into a solo or co-op card crafting and deck building game, and most importantly, a tabletop role-playing game by Renegade Games, the maker of Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition. That's the one we're working on. I can't really give you any insider information since I'm under NDA, but it is shaping up to be a madcap and zany game, just what you would want from a Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG, I think. You can make your own crawlers with a ton of options for races and classes, and then enter the world dungeon and make your legendary stories. If you're interested, they're gonna be doing the game launch over on BackerKit in April, and they're already sharing a bunch of fantastic art and updates leading up to the launch over on that BackerKit page. You can find it up there in the corner or down below. When I get the green light to share more about the game with you, you know I will, but that's not everything I want to talk about. Grady also does a lot of work for Pathfinder, and the hardcover edition of an adventure path he worked on is coming out now, Season of Ghosts. A group of heroes awaken in the woods after a festival that will usher out the last day of spring and welcome in the summer. And there's a time that they call the Season of Ghosts. And they wake up and they find that their hometown is being invaded by monsters and strange weather and horrifying ghosts. It is a beefy level 1 to 12 adventure, and I'm going to tell you more about it soon. And finally, we didn't work on this one, but our friends and sponsor over at Hit Point Press did. The second book in the Big Bad series just launched on Kickstarter. I love the first book and the box set here. My review is up there in the corner. And the second one brings you more than 25 new villains to add to your campaigns. Nothing improves a campaign as much as a narratively strong and memorable villain, and that's what this book series does for you. The book gives you a ton of supporting material to boot, so go check it out using my links up there and down below. So yeah, that's it for me today. Thanks for clicking on my little channel update video. I'm just so excited and I wanted to share it with you. I'm just a huge fan of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I named my cat Carl, who's around here somewhere, and I based the personality of one of my upcoming live play characters after Donut. You'll see more about that soon. And I drove out to Austin last week to meet Matt Dinneman at his book signing for his latest novel, and I got my copies signed, if you can sort of see that right there. If you have ever played D&D, you need to go and pick up these books. I'm pretty sure you are going to love them. I can almost guarantee it. But now back to our regularly scheduled mini review videos. So for now, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.